We are what we repeatedly do. This is a quote by Aristotle, and it talks about the basis of what we're going to be talking about this morning. Hi, my name is Peter McAdams, and welcome to Transform Your Life in 15 Minutes. I am an author. I'm also a certified life coach and an accounting professor. I actually specialize in personal and small business finance and also fitness. I help people reach their goals. And what we're doing on this Transform Your Life in 15 Minutes is we're doing 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and the soul. And so excited to be presenting this to you today. And it's good to see you. How you guys doing this morning? I want to start off by thanking you for watching this live broadcast. And again, I just want to start off again by telling you we are what we repeatedly do. I'm going to start off with a little story for you. So there's this wise man that was in the forest with a pupil, and he happens upon a little small tree. So he instructs the little pupil to pull up the little tree. It was a little tree that just barely breaking the surface of the earth. And so the little pupil pulls it up with his fingers and has no problems. And so the wise man says, or the wise teacher says, very good job. So then he says, now pull up that one over there. And so the little pupil looks, and it's actually a little small sapling. It's about the size, it grows up to about the size of the knee of the pupil. And so again, the pupil just, pulls it with his hands, and with a little bit more effort than the previous one, he was able to pull up that little tree. And so again, the wise teacher said, very good job. Now, what about that one over there? So this time it was a little more, it was the evergreen. So this one is about the size of the pupil. Okay. So the pupil, probably about, 4 or 5 feet tall. And so now this one took a little bit more effort. So the pupil was pulling at it and, had to get some little rocks and some little stems and sticks to help him pull up. And it was a little sweaty, and this took a little bit more effort for him to pull up. But eventually he was able to do that. So then the wise teacher said, very, very good. Now, what about that one over there? To which the little pupil looks, and there was a mighty oak tree. And so the pupil looks up, and he can barely see the top of the tree. And so he just replies to the teacher, I can't. And so then the teacher replies back to the pupil, that, my friends, is my pupil, is a demonstration of the power of habits. Okay? The older they are, the deeper the roots are, the harder it is to uproot. And some of them are so implanted within us that we don't even want to give a try. Okay. So yesterday when we talked about your secret weapon, which was the scorecard, I mentioned about tracking. Okay. Tracking. And one of the things that you're going to find that when you're tracking is that you're going to identify some of these habits that you have. Now, did you know that psychologists say that 95% of what we do, think, feel, and achieve is based upon a learned habit? Okay. 95% of what we do, think, feel, and achieve is based upon a learned habit. So habits are learned. And again, over time, the deeper that they're rooted in us, some of us are on autopilot and don't even recognize that we have these particular habits, but we're trying to figure out why is it that we're not achieving what it is that we want to achieve. So that's where the tracking comes in, because the tracking, again, is going to help you identify those habits. And those habits are learned. And guess what? They can also be unlearned. So what I wanted you to walk away with for today is, when it comes to habits, understand that they are learned, but they can be unlearned. And just about what we've been talking about this whole broadcast with the compound effect with Darrin Hardy, is about making those small, smart choices consistently over time that's going to make the radical change, right? And with that being said, we're going to start small even with the habit. So I want you to identify just one habit, okay? One habit that's no longer serving you. And with that habit, make a decision today to change it. All right, so change the habit. All right, good morning, Christine. Good to see you. How's everything going? Are you rested from your trip back? All right, so again, when it comes to habits, understand that 95% of what we do, think, feel, and achieve is based upon a learned habit. But habits are learned and they can be unlearned. Okay, so find one habit that you want to change today and then make that decision to change that habit. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next segment. Again, guys, what I'm trying to do here with this Transform Your Life and making little small changes, okay? So 5-minute changes, 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, body, and soul. So with the mind, it's just a stimulating conversation, a stimulating thought, or something that's upbeat and positive. And again, we're reading the Compound Effect, which is by Darrin Hardy. And then for the body, what we're doing is we're doing a 5-minute yoga routine that's going to help you get that mind-body connection, and also as a form of exercise that's also going to get the body flowing and get the body moving, you know, particularly right now, if you're joining with me, is first thing in the morning. And then for the soul portion, we're doing a 5-minute guided meditation. And again, this is going to continue on with that mind-body connection, but this time we're going to go internally with the intention of trying to clear those thoughts that are rampantly running throughout our mind. Okay, it's about these small things that we're doing consistently over time that's going to affect change. All right, so for the yoga portion today, and by the way, guys, I'm trying to stick true to my little 5-minute exercises here. So if you're wondering why it seems like I'm rushing or you want me to go a little deeper, it's 5 minutes. But remember, if you want deeper stimulating conversation, it's actually coming from the book, The Compound Effect by Darrin. And this part that we're talking about right now is habits, okay? So find the habit that you're going to change and then make a decision to change that habit. For the yoga today, let's go ahead and get into child's pose with the extended arms. Now with the child's pose, go ahead and before you get started, I always like to say, take a nice couple deep breaths. Inhale into your nose, exhale into your mouth. Get yourself aligned and centered, ground yourself, and then slowly on the exhale, get yourself into the position. Okay, but set your intention about what it is that you want to accomplish. I don't want you just to go through the motions of going through the poses that I'm going to be instructing you through. I want you to actually feel your way through it. Okay, so use your breath. Again, ujjayi breath, and what I mean by ujjayi breath, as you inhale, your abdomen is going to go out, and as the diaphragm moves up, your chest is going to expand out. And as you exhale, your chest is going to go in, and your abs are going to go in as the diaphragm returns back to its original position. Okay, and again, the breath is going in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to emphasize on the exhale. All right, so child's pose, and you'll see what I mean if you don't know what I'm talking about as far as getting yourself aligned. Start off just with, you're sitting on your feet, your legs, and your knees are bent. And then just kind of take a couple deep breaths to get yourself aligned. And then you're going to take another deep breath, and as you exhale, then you're going to get into the child's pose position with the extended arm. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Forehead goes down to the mat, crown of your head is facing forward. Again, your arms are extended nice and long. And just give me a couple deep breaths in this position here. Now go ahead and come up on your fingertips. I want you to press your palms down and extend your armpits down toward the mat. Feel the stretch from your fingertips to your shoulders. From the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Now just start to press your palms down toward the mat. Bring your body into a tabletop position. Make sure that your palms are directly underneath your shoulders, fingers are spread out nice and wide, and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Now I want you to just kind of move your body side to side. Again, just getting in touch of how you feel this morning. Just move your head side to side. Just kind of rotate your neck. And then return back to the starting position in tabletop and draw your breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to drop your chin down to your chest, round through the spine, tuck your pelvic under to the cow position, or your cat position. As you inhale, your head and chest comes forward. Relax those shoulders, press the armpits down toward the mat. And as you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the pelvic under. Again, continue to use your breath a couple more times, going through this cat-cow motion. And on the next exhalation, I want you to curl your toes under, and I want you to take it to downward facing dog. And start to pedal your legs. Again, it's first thing in the morning. So just kind of move your body, do what feels comfortable to you. I want you to go internal, see what's feeling tight, any tension, any stress, any pains that you may be feeling this morning. And I want you to direct your breath, your exhalation toward those areas. Kind of move those hips side to side. Remember, just do what feels comfortable. All right, come up on the fingertips, and we're going to take our fingertips all the way back to the toes. Forward fold, and then slowly round it up. Taking it one vertebrae at a time. Making sure that your head is the last to rise. All right, let's come to Tadasana, mountain pose. So your toes are spread out nice and wide, your feet are grounded. Remember, it's like there's a root coming up extending from the bottom part of your feet all the way down through the floor, all the way down to Middle Earth. Your chest is lifted, your head is a natural extension of the spine. You're going to pretend like there's a string from the top of your head all the way connected to the ceiling so that you're standing at your tallest. Nice and rounded, stable, just like a mountain. Tadasana. As you inhale, we're going to take those arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to forward fold into Uttanasana. Remember, use your breath and take your time. As you inhale, you're going to look up halfway. As you exhale, Uttanasana, fingertip as you inchworm your way out to the plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. This time as we exhale, we're going to release your knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. As we inhale, we're going to take it to upward facing dog. And as we exhale, we're going to curl those toes under and take it to downward facing dog. Now go ahead, fingertips back toward the toes. Inhale, take it all the way up. This time we're going to arch back just a little. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Uttanasana. And then inchworm to the plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inchworm, inhale to the plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. This time exhale, knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Curl the toes under, exhale to downward facing dog. And then walk it back to your toes. Forward fold. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the palms, Uttanasana, inchworm out to the plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time as you exhale, release your knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet toward your palms. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the palms, step back, right, left into the plank. Release the knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet toward the palms. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. And look up halfway. Flatten out the palms. This time step back, left, right into the plank. Release your knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. And exhale. Again, walk your feet in toward your palms. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Place your palms down flat. And then walk your feet out toward the edges of the mat. And as you exhale, release the hips down toward the mat. Stay here for just a moment. I want you to use your elbows to push out on those inner thighs. Bring the palms together at the heart center. Bow your head down, giving gratitude and thanks. Now go ahead and release your palms down toward the mat, and then transition yourself to a comfortable seated position, facing forward. Making sure that you're on your sits bones and off the fleshy part of your bottom. And you're sitting up nice and tall, fingertips down by the sides. We're going to draw the breath in. As you inhale, take the arms up. And as you exhale, release the fingertips down toward the mat. Again, deep breath, inhaling. And exhaling. One more time, draw the breath in, inhaling. This time we're going to greet the palms together at the very top. Exhale down through the center as you bring your palms toward your heart. And namaste. All right, you're in a comfortable seated position. Now we're making our way to the meditation. So again, this is the part where we're going to quiet our mind. I'm going to lead you to a guided meditation. So I want you to take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, just drop your chin down toward your chest as you close your eyes. As you inhale, your head and chest comes up. And as you exhale, release your chin down toward your chest. Again, as you inhale, head and chest comes up. And as you exhale, release your chin down towards your chest. One more time, nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose. This time as you exhale, just bring your head forward so it's a natural extension of your spine. Keep your eyes closed and continue to breathe. I want you to notice your breath. As it makes its way through your body. Again, just deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Now I want you to take note of your body from the inside. Find any tension and stress, any negativity, and let's go ahead and release those. Let's start with your feet. Any tension and stress in those areas, and your toes, and your feet, go ahead and release them. Now your calf, release. Now your kneecaps, and release. Your thighs, the muscles in your thighs, go ahead and release and relax. If there's any thoughts that are coming around in your mind, just gently push them aside and then continue to focus on your breath. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Now focus on your pelvic area and release. Muscles in your buttocks and release. Draw your attention to your abdominals and your lower back and release. Your chest and your upper back, release. If there's any outside noise, any distractions, again, just draw your attention back to your breath. We're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Again, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Now draw your attention to your fingers, your forearms, and release. Now your shoulders. Release and relax. Let any tension or stress just drain off those shoulders. Now bring your attention to your neck and release. Now the muscles in your face, including your forehead, and release. Let's go back to the shoulders one more time. Deep breath. And release any remaining tension or stress that you're carrying in your body. Now continue to sit and breathe and enjoy this relaxed state. Now go ahead and take a nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Again, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. One more time. Deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. And I invite you to open up your eyes as you return, release, relax, refreshed, and calm. You've done something good for yourself today. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time to meditate with me, and also thank you for taking your time to watch this Transform Yourself in 15 minutes. Your word for today is amazing. I want you to have an amazing day, and I will see you the same time tomorrow. Bye.